Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert.
Oh, hey everybody, it's Dr. Jo and Super Remy, and today I'm going to show you 5 real-time seated stretches for seniors. So let's get started. So we're going to start the routine with a warm-up, and I'll start as we go and then kind of tell you what the routine is going to be about. So the first thing with the warm-up, all we're going to do is just start doing some neck rotations or cervical rotations. So we'll start now, just kind of going side to side. You can do this continuously. You don't have to really pause. We're just trying to get the muscles loose and warmed up a little bit. And then just that nice side to side. If you want to do a little pause, you can get a little extra stretch in there. Then we're just going to do a little side to side. Same thing, you don't really have to pause. You're just trying to kind of loosen up that neck as you go. So for these stretches, we're going to do a 30-second block, take a little short break, do another 30-second block, and then a long break. Ideally, when you're doing the full 30-second holds, you'd want to do 3 on each side, but this is just kind of a shorter routine so you can do it daily. So we're taking one or two of the stretches out, but we're still doing the 30 seconds for each one. So now we're just going to do some deep breathing coming up. Stretch. Breathe out, coming back down. This is nice for the chest and the shoulders. Coming back down. So we're going to go into the first stretch, which is going to be chin tucks. Chin tucks are one of my favorites. They're kind of a mix between stretches and exercises, but it's really great just to get the neck moving and loosened up. So just starting here, it's pulling your head back almost to tuck that chin in. So you have these little chins going all the way down. So it's not tucking down and it's not looking up. It's coming straight back like this. With a chin tuck, it should never be painful. So if it's a little bit painful, make sure you're not going quite as far or trying to force it. You're just doing a little bit back. Mine's probably a lot more. If you haven't done them before, you might not be able to go quite as far. When you're doing chin tucks, maybe just holding 3 to 5 seconds and then going again. So we're taking that little 15-second break in between, and then we're going to go again. So again, if you want to use a little target for it so you can see a difference, you can use your finger kind of like this, and I'm just moving my chin away and then relaxing after that 3 to 5 seconds. And sometimes there's a little space in between, which kind of shows that you're resetting those muscles. So again, just pulling back, again, only to your comfort level, holding 3 to 5 seconds, and then relax. So this isn't a full stretch like the 30 seconds, kind of go at your own pace. If you're feeling a little bit and you need to take a break, that's fine. And then if you just want to move a little bit and then come back, you can do that as well. So then the next one is going to be an upper trap stretch. Upper trap stretches are one of my favorite. Get these neck muscles, and these muscles go into the shoulder as well. So the upper trap is really nice. This is going to be a full 30-second hold. So I'm going to start off with just sitting on my hand, bringing the other hand up and over by the ear and just gently pulling over like this. Again, it shouldn't be painful. You should just be feeling a little bit of a stretch, kind of all the way up into the neck here, down into the shoulder area. You can sit on your hand, you can put it back behind you, or you can just relax it. But usually sitting on it or putting it behind you helps keep that shoulder down so you get that nice stretch in there. But again, if that's uncomfortable, you can just rest your hand like this. And then coming up, and then we'll switch to the other side. Again, these stretches shouldn't be painful. These stretches, even though they're for seniors, they can really be done by anyone. This is just a nice daily stretch to get you moving and going in the morning. So again, coming up and over, and then just gently pulling to the side. I'm pulling straight over. You can turn your head up or turn your head down. You'll get a little bit of a different stretch, but I like when you're just first starting off, just go completely over. So the baby boomers out there, if you went to Woodstock, these might be good for you. Or even if you're just a little bit older, it doesn't have to be seniors. This is just something that's a little more gentle for the body. So the next one is going to be a shoulder stretch. This one does stretch a little bit more. We're going to bring our arms up over our head and kind of clasp our hands together. So again, you go at your own pace, what's comfortable for you. The motion that I'm doing is how I would stretch, but maybe that's a little bit too much. So I'm just going to clasp my hands together, kind of turn them up towards the ceiling and stretch up this way. So again, I'm almost straightening out my arms. You can see my shoulders are a little bit tight, but if your shoulders are a little bit more tight, you can bend those elbows a little bit and just kind of hold here. If the turning part's too hard for you, you can leave it this way. You're gonna get more of a stretch if you turn your palms up towards the ceiling, but if that's too much of a stretch, you can hold here. You can just hold it in this one position, or the next set that we'll do, we'll go a little bit of an angle on each side, just so we're kind of getting a little bit more of a stretch in there. But again, these should be, you should feel the tension, slightly uncomfortable, but it shouldn't be painful. So this time I'm coming up, and if I want to reach over a little bit, I'm getting more on that left side. I can do, maybe like a 3 to 5 second hold over here, come back up, and then stretch back over, getting this side, my right side over here. And holding that and getting a stretch. And then that stretch actually comes all the way down that way as well, even into my lat muscles. So, doing the little bit of the side bend with that stretch is really nice as well. So the next one we're going to do is just a chair roll down. So with the chair roll down, spread your feet out just a little bit. And again, this is for your comfort level. You don't have to roll down as much as me. If you have something like vertigo issues or balance issues, just make sure you're going slow and see how you feel. Just bring your hands in between your legs and roll your whole body down. I'm just touching my hands to the floor, and just let your head hang down, and I'm getting a nice stretch in my back or the trunk area, the low back and the upper back. And again, just kind of let it relax and just hold that stretch right there. You can also go side to side for this one too. We'll do that on the next one, and then just nice and slowly roll back up. So again, with these, they don't have to be the same pace as me. If this is your first time, you can go slower. If you've done these before, you can go faster at your own pace. So this time I'm just maybe gonna roll down on this side, kind of rolling down. And now I'm getting that stretch kind of on the outer back as well. And then I can roll, also make sure you're rolling back up if you're coming up, and then rolling down to the other side, getting that nice stretch in there as well. And if this bothers your hip a little bit, you don't have to roll all the way down. You can kind of stop right there. So then the next one is just going to be a seated hip flexor stretch. This one is nicer to do than just being on your knee, because it helps take the pressure off of your knee. But you're going to kind of get to the edge of the chair or the couch that you're sitting on, just to kind of let that support you. The side you're going to stretch, you bring that side so the hip is facing down. Your toes can be up or they can be flat like this. And then what I want to do is I want to tuck my tailbone in or rotate my pelvis, and I'm already getting a stretch in my hip flexor right there. So just holding that stretch, you can place your hands on your knees, but the key is to really try and get that pelvic tilt in there, and you'll feel it. It might be hard to see that rotation, but it's a nice stretch in there. And then just turn so you can get the other side. So again, that tilt is the most important part. So I'm going to exaggerate. This is kind of what you want to do. You're kind of going down into it when you're ready. And so you should be able to see a little bit of rotation, and then I'm already feeling a stretch there without even then going forward, because that hip flexor muscle comes all the way up to the spine. So when we rotate those hips back, that puts an extra stretch on there where you don't have to go and lunge all the way forward like maybe you've seen in my older videos. With this tuck, that makes it so you can just hold right there, and I'm already getting a really nice stretch with that. Woo, those wore Remy out. If you'd like to check out some of my other real-time videos, click on the link over there, and don't forget to subscribe by clicking down there. And remember, be safe, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.